Yeah, so I'm Martin Hummer. I'm a research agronomist, and I live in Ballarat in the country.
How important is sound in your life and your work?
So I think you don't realise how important sound is until you perhaps move to the country and you take away all the background noise and when you only have a few sounds left to listen to, if one of them is missing completely in an ear, you really notice it. So,
How did you come to find that you had a hearing problem?
I had tinnitus, and I found it frustrating, but I sought help with that, and it was explained to me what tinnitus was technically, and then it made a lot more sense, and your brain focuses on it less. So, yeah.
And when was it first suggested that you should get a hearing aid?
I suppose it wasn't really suggested to me that I should get one. It was suggested to me that it would be an option to clear up, to make that sound clearer in my ear. But it was after about a year of knowing I had that hearing loss, I sort of made the decision it would be time to try one. So, yeah.
And how did you come across the Blamey Saunders?
So I knew of the hearing aids through family, and I'd had other family members who had good experiences with them, and I decided to try one, and it was a good idea.
Are you wearing a hearing aid right now?
Yes, I am wearing a hearing aid right now, and to be honest, I wear it more around home when I'm just tinkering, working on the property, because it's just nice to have some stimulation in that ear and not to have a dull feeling like your ear's blocked, and to just be able to have some full hearing. It's very nice.
You're relatively young to be wearing a hearing aid. Was that something that concerned you or made you self-conscious about how they might appear?
I wasn't really self-conscious about it at all. I mean, lots of people are different in lots of different ways, so it didn't worry me. And it took a few colleagues a couple of weeks to notice. So yeah, I don't think it sticks out that much, and I don't really care if it does. So yeah.
And what difference has it made in your work?
I can look people in the eye when I'm talking to them instead of having my head tilted, and I do pick up on conversations more than I used to. It wasn't really. I didn't feel that the hearing loss there was a problem in my work life. It was just enjoyable to put some sound back into that ear. I mean, I choose to wear it. I don't have to. Yeah.
So tell me about what difference it makes being in an environment like this.
Okay, so if I really started to realise I had a problem when I was outside at home, and there was a tree full of birds, and I turned around and faced the other way, and the tree disappeared. There was no. It's as if 100 or 200 birds just vanished. So that's the. And having the hearing aid in allows you to enjoy that from every different direction, and it's really, really nice.
And how about music? Tell me about that album you bought.
Yeah, so the other thing I found particularly frustrating about the not having hearing aid in was in the car, listening to music. You'd find it to be dull. You'd try and tweak the sound system to put some noise over that side of the car, and it didn't really work. And I found when I put the hearing aid in and used it, electronic music got a lot nicer. In fact, all music got nicer. So I recently bought the new Flume album and listened to it at a reasonable volume, and you'd sit there with the hearing aid and you'd put it in and it'd sound good, and you'd take it out and it'd sound bad, and you put it in and it'd sound good, and it was that simple. You're just missing out on all those high-pitched noises that you wouldn't have got otherwise.
And how about relationships, friends and family? Do they notice a difference?
I'm not sure if my friends and family notice a difference at all. I know that I find it easier to listen to female voices on this side of my body because they tend to be higher pitched. So you notice that in the car, it's a lot easier to listen to a partner.
Excellent. Anything else that you want to add, just randomly?
It's just pleasurable to have some noise in your ear. That it's to have a more fuller, to be able to listen to music and listen to nature completely instead of in a partial manner. So, yeah.
So if someone was considering that they thought they might have a hearing problem and they're asking you for advice, what would you say to them?
I'd probably say just try a hearing aid and go out and do what you enjoy doing for a couple of days, and then try taking it out and realise what you were actually missing out on.